Hey yo, how you doing, guys? It's me, the one AJ, representing 1/5 of them boys, the Ministry of Wrestling. So you know what that means? We're here, and why are we here? Because guys, Chapter 4. But more importantly, it was a long time homecoming for the ministry because I always say this, and no matter where you've seen the ministry all over the UK scene, well, mainly the London bubble of the UK wrestling scene, we thank Ignite Wrestling Pro for giving us that passion, igniting that passion for UK wrestling. So here we are, guys. I am talking about none other than Chapter 4 down in good old Boreham Wood. I was back down there, back home, as I would like to call it, to just celebrate. Look, it's their first show of the year, so we're first celebrating the first of Ignite, but it felt good to be back. It felt good to see a bit of family wrestling, something you can bring your kids along to. Yeah, a few of the other shows we've been to recently may not be so kid friendly, but more than anything, Ignite is a place that is not only special to me, as I said, for igniting that passion to us, but this is where you see the stars. This is where I first met the stars of the UK, and I guarantee you, do not sleep on Ignite Wrestling for that. They just give you talent after talent, match after match, greatness after greatness, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to be back there, hitting the turnbuckle, seeing the Mister Promoter himself, CJ Carter, Sunset Skip, the ref, the whole crew. Ignite's a little family, and I am very happy to be somewhat, as I say, involved in the sense of to know these people because they are all a great team. We deliver a great product, and Chapter 4 was definitely part of their greatness that they deliver. So let's not waste any time and let's give you a quick review on what happened at Chapter 4. So, guys, one of my favorite tag teams, the Bryants, took on Mr. Ignite himself, well, Mr. Ignite briefcase holder himself, Taylor James, and Tom Mercer, the new version of the Rebellion, if you want to call it that. But yeah, here we go. Great match. Now this is a bit of a clash of styles. Not to say that Taylor can't handle the ropes, but you can't test the Bryants when it comes to taking the ropes on. And I believe there was a stipulation which I may have missed, but I believe there was a stipulation that if the Bryants won, they would have got the briefcase, which allows them to cash in for a title of their calling, which will obviously be the HTTP title or the heavyweight title. But it was a great match. Good to see the Bryants do their stuff. Tom Mercer he's a tall dude. He's a tall dude. He has a great presence. And look, let's not take anything away from Taylor. He may not be everybody's cup of tea, but he is one heck of a performer. That has had a solid back and forth. Obviously, there was power versus flight on this one. It was flight versus fight, if you would. But yeah, ultimately, fight got the better of it because there was a bit of dastardly deeds along the way because that's what Taylor and Tom do. But yeah, congratulations to the Bryants on giving a great performance. But ultimately, the briefcase stays with Taylor James and he continues to hold it. And when he decides to cash it in, we don't know. But a solid match to kick off the show. And I'm very happy to have been able to see this live. Now, guys, we now go out into a breakout tournament. And this is what I say to you about the stars of the UK coming out. A lot of the stars that I've followed, I have seen perform at Ignite first and they go on to bigger and greater stuff. And they also recognize talent that is upcoming. And this match was all about it. So we talked about the Bryants already in tag team action because everyone loves Nino and everyone loves Sander. Did you know there was a third? Yes, there is indeed. We are talking about Leland Bryant, and I've seen Leland about, but I've never seen him perform. So I was very happy to have Leland Bryant, Arthur Skiro, and Kai Cameron in a triple threat match for the breakout division. And the winner goes on to be able to enter a tournament later on, which I believe crowns the next briefcase holder. But this was a great match with three guys I have nothing but love for, and I believe the crowd have nothing. They've got nothing but love for the crowd. So it was great to see this. You've got the slightly taller individual in the Plunder Taker himself, good old Arthur Skuro, and then you've got your two high flyers who can do their bits in the form of Leland Bryant and Kian Cameron. But oh man, what a match! What a match! And ultimately, we had a winner, which was Kian Cameron, which was nice. This was Kian. Well, we had to be fair, two debuts and a return, and it was great to see that these guys came through and Kian got the victory. So look, guys, if you've not seen Kian before, I've seen him on other shows. Always a highlight. Leland, great performer. This is my second time seeing Arthur Skuro. He delivers. And Kian advances into the tournament, and he's the first qualifier for the tournament of the Breakout Star tournament. And hey, it'll be interesting to see what comes next for him. But congratulations to you, Kian. So, as much as there is a big congratulations to go out, I was happy to see Kian win. I believe Leland was happy to see Kian win. Arthur, not so much, because yes, as much as he had the crowd's love in the way to the ring and during the match, he didn't have it on the way out. He wasn't too happy with that loss, and he did take it out on Kian Cameron. And yeah, a bit of a beatdown, a post-match beatdown to show his displeasure at the victory did take place. So I'll be very interested to see what happens between those two. And hey, who knows? Maybe Arthur may find a way to reinsert himself into the tournament. That's not for me to decide. That's for the powers that be down at Ignite. However, what I will say is both men are here to stay, and both men have a claim to make. So do keep an eye out on, I'm going to say both, all three of these guys. Because you know what? Where the Bryants go, all the Bryants go. Where Arthur Skirro goes, well, I'm sure Kian Cameron will be following, and Kian's just qualified. So you know they're all going to be there, all with something to make down at Ignite Wrestling Pro. Okay, guys, now I've been following this journey for a bit, but as I said, I've not followed it entirely. But I'm aware that there's a man who believes that there's a conspiracy going on against him, and he is blaming the Ignite powers that be for it. Yes, guys, Truman Roswell has come out and he decided he has a few words to say to CJ Carter. He's challenging CJ to a match because of what he believes he's owed from this. He believes that CJ Carter is nothing but pure evil. Now, we all know that CJ has been pure evil in the past, but CJ's a great guy. You can't say that about CJ. He was taunting CJ. However, as much as I wanted to see it, as much as the rest of Ignite Wrestling wanted to see it, there was taunts and taunts and taunts that made us believe that CJ Carter was going to get in the ring. However, listening to CJ, I fully support him not getting in the ring, because a wrestler being told by medics stepping into the ring one more time may cost you your mobility. I'm not down to see that. I've got nothing but love for CJ, and I say that continuously, guys. So he said he's not going to step in the ring. However, he did have a suitable replacement to take on Truman Roswell. Can you guess who it was? Because I tell you what, my jaw hit the floor. My jaw hit the floor at the prospect of seeing CJ perform. CJ returning. I had it all coming out, and I was ready to lose my crap for that. But I don't think I was ready to lose it for this, because guess who we had? The longest reigning, or one of the long reigning champion for sure. Mr. Corey McRae returned to Ignite Wrestling Pro. And you know what? Corey doesn't get paid by the hour, because as the bell rang, one swift kick took Truman Roswell down. 1, 2, 3. The returning Corey McRae gets a victory and hopefully has silenced Truman Roswell once and for all. But if I understand conspiracy theorists quite well, he ain't done just yet. But you know what? Welcome back, Corey McRae. Thank you, CJ, for bringing it back. Thank you for giving us the hope of seeing you come back in the ring. And Truman, it may be a conspiracy, but the camera will prove it. 1, 2, 3. You got beat, son. So whether you come back or not, it's up to you. But you got to make more of a claim than you did that time. Okay, now, guys, as you may know, Mark True is the current Hitting the Turnbuckle champion. However, Mark True has a few displeasures at the moment and a few qualms, a few displeasures with both HTTB and Ignite Wrestling. So he's declared that he will not be turning up. So while he hasn't turned up, he has, I believe, 1 month left to turn up before he is stripped of the title. And in that claim, what did we do? We had to find a suitable challenger. And what better way than to have 2 more debuts? This is what I love about Ignite. You had debuts all over the place. We had Kian Cameron. We had Leland Bryant. Now we have 2 more in the form of Harrison Bennett and Shane Hook, as they took on Aluna in a triple threat match to determine the #1 contender for the Hitting the Turnbuckle title. Now this match was solid. This is my first. I've seen Shane Hook before. I've been to Ignite, so I've definitely seen Aluna before. But this is my first time seeing Harrison Bennett. I've heard the name, but it's my first time seeing him. I've not seen him at any other promotion, not seen him online, just familiar with the name. But I am very, very happy to have seen the performance. All 3 of these stars gave it everything. It even went onto the ramp and they tried to double team Aluna, but Aluna's taking them back body drops left, right, and center, match like slaps to the ring post, everything. This was in the ring, out the ring, all over the the arena, as I will call it. I don't want to call it the library, it's more than the library, but we'll call it the hall, all over the hall. That's the fitting term. And it was a great match. There was a few team ups, there was a few breakdown intentions. They all respect with the crowd and everything as well. This is what I love with this. There was no direct heel in this, but it was a match to be reckoned with. But ultimately, the star, a mainstay in Ignite Wrestling Pro, got the win. Aluna 1, 2, 3 for the victory and has gone on to be declared the #1 contender for Mark True's title. So look out for that one, guys, because it's going to be a big one. Who will win? We don't know. Will Mark True turn up, or does Aluna just get handed the title because True decides not to turn up? Either way, I'm looking forward to either one, because the idea of Aluna as a champ sounds good. But hey, True retaining doesn't bother me either. Mark, if you're watching this, don't go thinking it's a target against you. I'm just saying both ways. We're down for one hell of a match, and either way, we're going to get one hell of a champ. Okay, guys, now look, this triple threat that we just had was absolutely amazing, but I can't lie. This match coming up was my match of the night. Now, taking away nothing from your HTTP #1 contenders, taking nothing away from the match that followed, because that was all kinds of awesome. I just say this in maybe an not unexpected, because I've got nothing but respect for both of the men that performed in this. But yes, we are talking former champion Chris Aries taking on former champion Smashing Mike. We are talking former Ignite Wrestling Pro champion versus former HTTV champion Smashing Mike. And these two put on a show. I look, I just couldn't. The back and forth, the technical, the aerial, the power. These guys just put it on, and I loved every single minute of it. Look, let me just say this now, guys. If you're not familiar with Ignite Wrestling Pro, check out their YouTube channel. But this show, Spinebuster TV. Spinebuster TV are now paired up with Ignite, or Ignite and now Spine, but it doesn't matter which one you want to word it. But the two have paired up and they're delivering content. So all Ignite shows are now on Spinebuster TV. Jump on, check out this whole card, because if you want to, as I keep saying, you want to see where the talent's at, check it out there. Hopefully you'll be there in person, but if you can't be there in person, Spinebuster TV is the way to go for it. But this match just gave it all to me. I was very, very happy with this. I don't want to say pleasantly surprised, because as I said, nothing but love for these two. But ultimately, Chris Aries got the victory. What this means, I don't know. Does that put him back in the title contendership? Does that put him in HTTB contendership? Either way, I'm not too sure. That's down, again, I keep saying it, it's down to Ignite Wrestling Pro, but I'm down. I am down to see what comes next for both of these guys. I don't think a loss is going to hurt Mike, because yes, Mike don't get tired, so he may have lost, but he's going to come back, because he keeps on fighting. That's what Smasher Mike does. But no, congratulations to Chris Aries on this one, and congratulations to both men on an absolute stomper of a match. I loved every minute of it. It's a very tough call. It's a very tough call, but I think I'm going to call that one my match of the night. And as I said, it takes nothing away from it, because the matches just keep elevating now. This wasn't main, so it doesn't mean that the main event didn't, but I don't know. Maybe it exceeded expectation, because I know what title matches always deliver. With nothing on the line for two men to give as much as they did, all I can say is congratulations. So congratulations, Chris Aries, on the victory. Congratulations, Smashing Mike and Chris Aries, on a great match. Now, guys, time for the main event. Yes, guys, we are talking Ignite Wrestling Pro champion himself. Tommy Kyle takes on the man from West London, Tate Mayfair, in a one-on-one match for the Ignite Wrestling Pro Championship. I've seen both of these guys perform. I've seen Tate perform left, right, and center. If you followed my other reviews, we just talked about Tate Mayfair. If you want to talk Ignite Wrestling Pro and other shows, you should know what Tommy Kyle's about. Tommy's come back from a very bad leg injury, broken leg, I believe it was. Came back, got the love of the fans, came back and won a title. Nothing but respect to both of these guys, and a great match. I know I said the previous match was match of the night, but it doesn't mean that these two did not put on a great, solid main event match. Like, there was something about the fluidity of Tate Mayfair that I just love. He's just natural in the ring, and I know a lot of people will boo him, and for the first time in my wrestling fandom, I was not allowed to use my normal chant for Tate Mayfair, because guess what? Family friendly. But that's not to take away from it. Tateness is greatness. But you know what's better than greatness right now? Tommy Kyle, because Tommy Kyle was there to give everything and more to Tate Mayfair and retain his title. So congratulations to Tommy on that one. And this was actually a battle of belt collectors. Both guys had like 4 titles, I believe, at the moment. But you know what? It doesn't matter where the other titles are. This is Ignite Wrestling Pro, Ministry of Wrestling's official home. With love to HTTB and TJ when I say that, but it's permission has been granted on that. But no, this was a great match. You can see that both men wanted to prove that they are belt collectors and who will be going home with more gold. But ultimately, Tommy retained. Tommy weren't letting go of nothing on that day. And yeah, guys, absolutely great match and a great way to close the show. And honestly, very happy that I was in the house for Chapter 4 and very happy to be back at Ignite Wrestling Pro. You may not see us there as often as I can, and it's all to do with schedule, guys. It's nothing more than that. But I will say this, if you are a wrestling fan, check it out. Now, more importantly, if you're a wrestling fan who's trying to bring the younger crowd in there, because you can go to another few shows out there, some happen too late, some happen around the same time as Ignite, but the language isn't there. Ignite Wrestling Pro is definitely one to bring the younger generation to and introduce them to the UK wrestling. We all know about WWE, TNA, AEW, and that's love to all of those companies. We do our reviews for them, we do our predictions on them. But what I'm talking about is trying to bring the family out for a bit of family fun wrestling. Ignite Wrestling Pro is most definitely one of the places to be. And I'm always going to be grateful for them for what they've done for me. They birthed the Ministries UK. If you've ever seen us at any other show, thank Ignite Wrestling Pro for that, because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have followed on with that. So that's most definitely my love out there. And what more can I say to endorse Ignite Wrestling Pro? No promotion in this, guys. This is just letting you know that you love wrestling. So how can you follow the wrestling that we love? Well, that's all it is, right? So I don't want YouTube flagging and declaring videos out for promotion and that. It's not promotion, it's just awareness. It's awareness, YouTube. And I'm making everyone aware that after Chapter 4 comes The Last Stand. Yes, guys, The Last Stand will be taking place Sunday, May 18th, down at 96 Shenley Road in Boreham Wood. You can see by the poster, Mark True is there. Mark True is there by the poster, so I hope we'll see that. We've got one third of CPF, Joe Lando, Smashing Mike, Mr. Briefcase himself, Taylor James. The champ naturally will be there in the form of Tommy Kyle, the #1 contender herself for the HTTB title, Aluna Blue. And yes, guys, I've left one name till last. Joe Kessler, I believe, is making his Ignite Wrestling Pro debut. Will he be taking on Tommy? Will he be taking on Smashing Mike? Will he be taking on Taylor for the briefcase? I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because so far there is only one match confirmed. Mark True versus Aluna for the HTTB Turnbuckle Championship. Who will come out on top? Will Mark turn up? I don't know. All I know is one way or another, that title will be in the house and one person will be walking out as a champ. Will it be Mark True? Will it be Aluna? I don't know. There's only one way to find out. Well, there's 2 ways to find out. Either on Spinebuster TV or, more importantly, getting yourself down to 96 Shenley Road for a great match that you can bring the family to. So, guys, check the links below. It's going to show you all the ways to watch a bit of Ignite. It's going to show you the ways to get your tickets. Do not miss it, because to miss is to diss. And you ain't dissing Ignite by not turning up. You're dissing yourself. That's an AJ and MOW endorsement. I am so happy to have been back there. I'm hoping to be there for The Last Stand. If I'm not, I'll be checking it out on Spinebuster. So, guys, until the next time, I'm the one AJ signing out, and I will see you soon. See you.